Hello. I don't know who this is for, but yeah, I just wanted to record an update because I don't think I've ever done one of these before, but my life is like kind of chaotic and in shambles, but I am adapting and being as responsible as I can and staying as grounded as I can. And I had been staying with kind of a stranger for the first 2 weeks of April. She had offered for me to stay with her for the whole month for free because she knows that I'm currently homeless and unemployed and, that kind of thing. She said she didn't expect anything from me, but I told her, I'm happy to help around the house and, clean, and she has dogs. I was like, I'm happy to take them for walks if you need help or something. And but I got a weird vibe after like the first day of being there, and it just kind of escalated. Like by the middle of the second week, I started to feel unsafe. I started to suspect that she has some kind of undiagnosed mental illness or disorder or something. My suspicion is maybe bipolar or borderline personality disorder or something. But either way, it got really uncomfortable, and I got to the point where I felt unsafe. And I was originally so a few days ago, I decided to book an Airbnb to rent a room in some apartment with some random person for the next 6 weeks, because that's how long I have left in Arizona. I'm going to be moving to Seattle on the 1st of June. Well, on the 30th of May is when I'm leaving Arizona, so I'm going to drive up there because I have my best friend lives up there, and her and her brother have an apartment, and they're going to make space for me. So, and once I'm up there, I'm gonna just try to find a job. I think I'm still gonna look for IT jobs and tech jobs, but honestly, I think I'm also just gonna look for just something really like low stakes and fun, like maybe like entry level at like a bakery or something, and just learn how to like bake cakes and donuts and that kind of stuff. I think it would be fun. But anyway, yeah, so things got really, I was originally going to be leaving for the Airbnb next Saturday, but then yesterday, the person I was staying with started to it got really weird and hostile. And so I decided to update the Airbnb dates to this Saturday, which would be tomorrow. And I told her that, I'm going to be out this weekend, so I'm just going to keep to myself. I don't want to cause any more issues, and but then today, just a couple hours ago, she had a complete meltdown. It was really scary and unexpected, and no matter what I said, she just kept screaming and yelling and crying and saying these things that were very uncomfortable. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to leave right now. So it was stressful, but I handled it really well. I'm actually really proud of myself for how I handled it. I didn't mirror any of the energy that she was throwing at me and stuff. And I just stayed calm and polite and respectful and apologized. And I packed all my stuff and loaded it in my truck, and then I cleaned the bathroom that I was using really well, and I cleaned the bedroom that I was staying in and made sure that everything was the way it was. And I took a bunch of photos of everything, of all the areas where I was, the bathroom and the bedroom, just as just to cover my butt in case this person decides to say some crazy stuff about damage or something. You know what I mean? I really don't know, because she's kind of like a loose cannon, and it's a little worrying. But thankfully, I don't think she even knows my full name, and I'm going to be leaving the state soon, so it's, I'm just putting it all behind me. But Anyway, so I drove all the way. I reached out to the Airbnb person, and he was like, I told him like where I'm staying isn't safe, so can I come stay tonight? And I updated the dates, and he accepted it. And he was like, just give me until 5 o'clock. So the timing worked perfect because I left the place I was staying. I had to go to my storage unit and drop off a couple things and grab a couple things. Everything that I'm keeping with me in the Airbnb for the next 6 weeks is here in this truck. It's all back here. This is my fridge. And like just clothes and, all that kind of stuff. I know it looks like a lot, but it's like the bare essentials that I need to live, to feel like a person and have everything that I need to be self-sufficient, So anyway, on my way here, I stopped at pharmacy nearby and I had some of my meds from my psychiatrist sent there because I knew I was going to be here soon, so I picked those up. I also stopped and got myself a little Asian salad wrap at Salad and Go. I love that place so much. I'm going to miss it. I don't think they have them in Seattle, but maybe they do. I don't know. And now I'm just parked in the parking spot at the apartment complex, and I'm just waiting a little bit until the person in there is ready for me. And then I'm going to start unloading everything. I rented, it's the master bedroom, and there's like a bathroom in it, like as a part of it and stuff. So I'm going to have my own little private area that I can just chill and decompress for the next 6 weeks, enjoy my remaining time in Arizona. I'm going to keep applying to jobs, obviously like crazy, but I'm not going to apply to any more jobs here in Phoenix because I'm in the mindset now that my time in Arizona is done. It's kind of poetic because like in like a week and a half, I think on the 26th of April is the 11-year anniversary of when I got to Arizona. And I was homeless when I got to Arizona, and now I'm homeless when I'm leaving Arizona, so it's kind of full circle. But yeah, so I'm just going to take the time to try to relax a little. It's been a very chaotic year. I got evicted in January, and I spent all of February living at campsite, living out of my truck in the middle of nowhere. And then in March I was kind of between a bunch of different places, and I was hoping to have some stability with April, but that didn't work out. So assuming everything goes well with this person at the Airbnb, I think it will because the reviews were good and the guy seems like a down to earth. He's like a middle school art teacher, so he seems pretty chill. But yeah, I'm just going to be relaxing and applying to jobs up in Seattle like I've already been doing. And I'm going to be selling all the rest of my stuff that I have. I have a bunch of stuff in my storage unit that I'm not bringing with me, and I have a trailer that I'm going to sell. And I have like a bunch of I have solar panels on the roof of my truck. I'm not going to need those. So I'm just going to be working on selling everything. Pretty much everything in this truck is all that's going to be coming with me when I go to Seattle. And my guitar too, but I don't have that with me right now because I put it in my storage unit just to make it easier on bringing all this stuff into the apartment or whatever. Anyway, that's where I'm at with everything. So I don't know who I'm going to send this to or where I'm going to post this or anything. I'm not on really social media, but I think maybe it's just for me. But today, it could have gone very It could have gone very poorly, and a younger version of me probably would not have handled it as well. But I did. I had some kind of Gandhi energy or something, and I was just like, yeah, it's okay. I'm not taking it personally. Just, and I even told her, because she was freaking out, saying she's gonna feel really bad and crying and stuff, and I was like, don't, it's okay. I'm sorry for causing problems. I really didn't mean to. There's just sometimes there's compatibility issues with living situations, and don't feel bad about it. It's okay. So hopefully I can just put all that behind me. I don't really necessarily want to talk to her or hear from her anymore. I'm hoping that I don't. But anyway, yeah. today could have been really bad, but it turned out to be okay. And once I'm all settled in the apartment later tonight, it's going to be nice. Yeah. So, anyway, I don't know who I'm going to send this to or if anyone's ever going to see it. So, I'm just going to say this to my future self when I'm watching this, that you did really good today. I love you. You are healing even when it feels like you're not. This is a really tough situation that we're in. And it can feel really overwhelming and heavy at times. And it can make us not want to be alive sometimes. But for now, we're still going. And we'll see where it gets us. Okay. Love you. Bye.